ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम Mandalam 10. Ashtakam 7. Chapter 5. In contrast to Mandalas 8 and 9, this Mandalam starts off with an Agni Suktam, like in all other mandalas of Rigveda. Rishi, Trita, Aptya, Devata, Agni, Chandas, Trushtu. In principle, in this Suktam and the other Suktas that follow, Agni could be personified energy, adhibhautik, adhidevik or adhyatmik. Agre brihan ushasamudho 10.1.1. This great Agni is seated tending upwards in the beginning of dawn, wishing to drive away darkness of the night. He comes with his own light. The born Agni, fire, having good limb-like flames, fills up homes with his brilliant light. This gives a brief description of grass fire, kindled every day morning in human dwellings in those ancient times. Sajato garbho asirodasyor agne. O beautiful born Agni, being spread out among plants, you are there inside the space and the earth. You are like a wonderful child. You overcome your enemies, namely darkness of the nights. From your mothers, the plants, you go forwards making noise. Agni Atma, comment. Agni Atma appears as forest fire on the earth, in store chemical energy in plants, as fire inside the earth, as lighting in the atmosphere and as the sun in the sky. Agni basically is energy personified or soul of energy. Vishnuritha Paramamasya Vishnuritha Paramamasya 10.1.3. Born Agni, who is wise, great and all-pervading like Vishnu, may protect his third form in this way. When his own supreme power is made by the mouth, then and there intelligent persons having the same mind praise you. First form of Agni is the sun, second is lightning, and the third is fire on the earth. When fire or soul of Agni is made to burn brightly by blowing air with the mouth, then men who generated this Agni make use of him in different ways. The Rig makes perfect sense, even if Agni is taken to mean soul of energy. Soul of Agni is praised by Vedic hymns. Ata Utva Pitubhruto Yanitri 10.1.4. O Agni, therefore, bringers or producers of food, namely plants, who are like your mothers, approach you, who is enhancer of food, with food. You attach yourself to them. Different forms of yours are there among human subjects. You are the performer of a sacrifice. By feeding wood pieces, fire is made to burn brightly. Agni, appearing as the sun, supplies necessary energy for producing food by plants. Jatarakni and Vaishwanaragni are present in all human beings. Hotaram Chitrarathama Tvarasya 10.1.5. We praise Agni for prosperity. He is the performer of sacrifice, he is possessor of a bright chariot, he is the flag of all sacrifices, he is shining with his greatness, he is receiver of half of oblations in the presence of all shining beings, and is the honored guest of all born beings. Comment on this. In the light of explanations on the previous rugs, these rugs should become easily comprehensible. Among all shining beings, Agni is the receiver of half of all oblations offered in the sacrificial fire. This is the implied meaning. Satu vastranya adha peshanani 10.1.6. Agni is present in the navel of the earth, wearing well-formed, beautiful cloth of white light. Then the reddish Agni who is born is placed in front in the sacrificial place. O shining Agni, please unite all the shining beings here and now. Last trick of the Sukta, 10.1.7. Ahi Deva Prithvi Agna Ubhe. O ever youthful son of the mighty one, soul of Agni, like a sun, you illuminate or exhibit the space and earth, who are like your two parents, desiring the welfare of all. You go forth nicely, then please bring shining beings here. Next Suktam, Suktam 2, is from the same Rishi, same Devata, same Chandas Trushto. Piprihi Deva Ushato Yavishtha. O youthful Lord of proper times, soul of Agni, desiring the welfare of mankind, you please all shining beings with oblations. Knower of proper times of sacrifices, you please honor them here, along with sacrificers who are enlightened. Among the sacrificers, you are the most sacrifice-worthy. Veshi hotramuta potram jananam 10.2.2. O Agni Atma, you compose or inspire hymns of oblation offering people as well as hymns of Soma purifiers. You are thoughtful, are maintainer of Vrita, and are giver of admirable wealth, which implies self-knowledge. We offer oblations to Agni, then by the bright, meritorious Agni, honor shining beings. Comment. Agni supplies energy or inspiration for praisers to compose hymns. He does not directly compose them, but without his assistance, no action can take place, whether physical or mental. Soma could be gross, subtle, or causal. Adevanam apipantham 10.2.3. Oh friends, we too shall arrive at the path of enlightened souls. Whatever can be accomplished by us, we shall carry forward that task according to our capabilities. May that Agni honor shining beings here in this knowledge sacrifice. Agni, alone is offerer of oblations. He performs non-violent knowledge sacrifices. He fashions the seasons. Soul of Agni, appearing as the sun, becomes the maintainer of seasons as mentioned here. The rest of the work is self-explanatory. 10.2.4 Yetto vayam praminama pratani. O shining beings, may knower of Ruta Agni fulfill all the rules of yours, which we who are ignorant observe as though knowing them. He settles the shining beings by or during those proper times of sacrifices. Implied meaning of the work: men perform actions not knowing Rita, said by shining beings. May Agni pardon such men and make their actions fruitful by placing these beings properly at appropriate times. 10.2.5 Yet Pagatra Manasa Dinalakshana 10.2.5 Which aspect of sacrifice mortal men of weak understanding do not understand, with a simple mind, Agni Atma, offerer of oblations, granter of knowledge and most sacrifice worthy, knowing that honors shining beings at proper times. Aspects may be meaning impeller of sacrifice Agni Atma, residing in one's own body. This is the comment on the work. Vishvesham Hyadharanam Anikam. 10.2.6 O Agni, the progenitor engendered you, who is the front end and the flag of all non-violent sacrifice and is variegated, that you may present us with lands along with leaders of men and then food, which is desirable, is nourishing and is dear to all men. No comment on that. 10.2.7 The last book in this sukta. Yam tva deva prithvi yam tva. O soul of Agni, the space and earth generated you. The water particles generated you. The creator of good objects, Tvashta, generated or created you. That you, however, knower of the path trodden by forefathers, getting kindled well, gleam forth brightly. That path mentioned here is from diversity to unity, which means gross world, subtle world, causal world and truth. We go to the next Suktam, Suktam 3, from same Rishi, same Devata, same Chandas. Indu Rajan Narati Samitho. 10.3.1 O shining Agni, you are powerful, you are well kindled, you are moving quickly, you are fierce and are very gracious. You appear for giving energy to all objects. All-knowing Agni Atma gleams forth, driving away brightness of the day with his great splendor. He approaches night. Few facts about Agni are recounted here. Krishna Yade yadenim abhivarpasa. 10.3.2. When the Agni overpowers the dark night with his form, generating the girl Usha, born of the great father, the sun, then this quick-moving Agni shines well, holding up the sun's splendor above with his own shining bright flames. Fires are lit in human homes early in the morning at dawn. Usha dawn is considered to be daughter of the sun of the space. Bhadro Bhadraya Satamana. 10.3.3. Auspicious Agni, attaching himself with auspicious flames, moves. Later, this Paramar approaches towards Usha, who is self-moving. Then, pervading all around with his good apparitions and splendor, he prevails over the darkness of the night with his brilliant white luster. 10.3.4. Asya yamaso brihato na vagnun. Paths or motions of this great well-kindled Agni do not trouble the roarers, which means winds. Moreover, Agni is an auspicious friend, he is praiseworthy, he is shower of happiness, he is great, and he is having a good face. His splendor which drives away night becomes known in sacrifices. Agnis, which means fires. Movement of fire is enhanced by winds. Fire's effect on wind is only secondary. However, wind is produced by the sun's heat only. Agni's glory is praised by Vedic hymns in knowledge sacrifices. These ideas are contained in the Rig. 10.3.5. Swananayasya bhamasa pavante. Splendors of Agni, who is splendid, is great, and is shining brightly, move like roaring winds. Agni approaches the space with flames, which are most excellent, very bright, playful, and best showerers of happiness. Asya shushaso dadrishan. 10.3.6. Agni is the best among shining beings, is quick-moving and is omnipresent. He shines with customary brilliant crackling flames. The flame of this Agni, who is having felly-like jumping flames and is breathing heavily, makes noise along with Vedic mantras continuously. Agni, the fire, requires oxygen of the air for maintaining itself. Or fire takes in air and throws out carbon dioxide and water vapor just like a heavily breathing man. Fire makes crackling noise. This is the implied meaning of the Rig. We go to the last Rig of this Sukta 3, 10.3.7. Savavakshi Mahina Aja Satsi. O Agni, please make us great, grow great. Also, you who is moving quickly in the middle of the space and earth, please be seated in this sacrifice of ours. May Agni, who is running swiftly and is energetic, come here with the swift and energetic horses, which implies rays of light, gross or spiritual. Here, Agni could be physical or spiritual. Suktam 4, same Rishi, same Devata, same Chandas. Prateyakshi Prata Yarmi Manma 10.4.1. O ancient shining Agni, we hasten forward to you and impel praises in honor of you. The way you become very venerable in our sacrifices, in the same way, you are like a watering place in a desert for a man who approaches you and who satisfies you with oblations. 10.4.2. Yam tva janaso abhi sancharanti. O youthful, resplendent Agni, people approach you like cows going towards a warm cattle shed, or rays of light going towards hot cloud. That is the alternate meaning for that. You are the messenger of shining beings and mortals, since the great you move inside them with satisfaction. Comment. Agni is present in mortals and shining beings as messenger of the self, imparting energy to all of them. The great Agni implies soul of energy. Shishum natva jainyam vardhayanti 10.4.3. O soul of Agni, desiring your friendship, Mother Earth bears you, who has a noble origin, like a mother causing her child to grow. Desiring earth, you go downwards from the atmosphere. Let loose like cattle, you strive to conquer all. Mura amura navayam chikitvo 10.4.4. O non-ignorant, all-knowing soul of Agni, ignorant we know you not. You know your greatness well. Resting in a lurking place in the woods or in the body, you may move about eating food with your tongue. Becoming lord of all born objects, you caress the young female Usha. Comment. Agni is stored or hidden in trees as chemical energy and in living creatures as Jఠragni. As fire, Agni consumes fuel with his tongue-like flames. Light from these flames complement light of dawn. Agni supplies energy to all and lord over them. Kuchijjayate Sanayasu Navyo 10.4.5. Praiseworthy or new Agni is born somewhere among old wood. Hoary Agni, having smoke as banner, stays in the forest trees. Not bathed, which means pure Agni, enters the water particles like a mighty bull. Mortals having the same mind favor him. First part of the Rig refers to forest fire and the second part to sun's rays, which heat up water particles in the atmosphere. Men praise Agni, the soul of energy. This is the gist of the Rig. Tanutyajeva Taskara Vanargu 10.4.6. O Agni, like a chariot, you harness this new praise directed towards you with your shining flame-like limbs. Like two thieves who are wandering in the forest, ready to abandon their body to steal some money, you are getting bound with 10 ropes. Implied meaning, please hold this hymn firmly in your heart, O Agni. Agni activates 5 sensory organs and 5 organs of action, as if he is bound to them. Next stroke, last stroke of the Sukta, 10.4.7, Brahma Chataya Yatavedo Namascheyam, who knower of all born beings, soul of Agni, Vedic hymns in praise of you spring up in me. May our salutation and this speech be made prosperous always. Please protect our sons and grandsons. Also, being attentive, please protect our bodies. We go to the next Suktam. Suktam 5. Same Rishi, same Devda, same Chandas. Ekas Samudro Dharuno. 10.5.1. Soul of Agni is like an ocean, a bearer of all kinds of wealth. He is the only one having many births. You shine our hearts well. Placing himself near the mysterious atmosphere, Agni serves the cloud which acts as an udder of water. Being placed in the middle of the cloud, he overspreads his abode as though with a web. Ocean is a gathering of waters. Agni is a gathering of energies. In this way they are similar. Agni supplies energy for keeping the heart functioning properly. He provides latent heat of vaporization of water. Agni heats up air and water in the atmosphere. 10.5.2. Samanam Nilam Bhushano Vasana. The great showerers of oblations, overcoming the same resting place, which means abode of Atma, are in constant motion with quick moving horses or rays of spiritual light. Wise sages protect the abode of Vrita nicely. They uphold the names of that one who is reared in a secret place far away. Implied meaning, seekers of truth swiftly move towards the enclosure covering the truth. Wise sages are protectors of truth, oneness of Atma. They know the different forms of Agni, who is reared in the abode of Atma, heart space of human beings. Rutayini Mayini Sam Dadhare. 10.5.3. Observers of Vrita, nature's laws and its enchanters, the space and earth together hold this Agni. These promoters of Agni created the child Agni with accurate knowledge about him. Intelligent men by their minds do penance even on a filament of this wise Agni Atma, who is present in the navel of all moving and non-moving living creatures. Comment: the same earth and the space are the enchanters of Vrita and are appearances only, since they are basic forms of matter which cannot take birth from non-matter Atma. Agni Atma appears in different forms in the space and on the earth. Intelligent men meditate on any one form of energy of Agni to realize what he really is, namely a form of energy. Jఠragni is one of his forms. Kritasya hi vartanaya sujadamisho 10.5.4. From ancient times, dispatchers of Prakriti, endeavoring to obtain him, serve the well-born Agni for vigor. Enveloping the universe, the space and earth make grow that Agni, who is inhabiting all living bodies with sweet streams or water dharas and food articles. The space and earth nurture not Agni by giving him abode, food and drink. In that sense, they seem to be parents of Agni. Sapta Swasrura Sapta Swarura Sapta Swasrur Rarushi Ravavas Vasano Saptaswasrur Arushi Ravavasano 10.5.5. Getting well praised by sacrifices, knower of all born beings, or soul of Agni, holds up his brilliant seven-colored form above the delight-giving form or Vartadharas for all people to see with pleasure. Then he displays himself in the middle of the earlier born space and earth. Desiring it means Atma's abode. He knows or obtains the secret place of the nourisher. Well-kindled Agni or fire shines with his seven-colored light. This is the comment. Agni appears as lightning in the atmosphere and as sun in the space. He stays in the heart space along with Atma, the self, giving energy for maintaining heartbeat. Sapta Maryada Kavaya 10.5.6. Wise man creates 7 limits or customs. A person who goes near or crosses even one among them becomes a distressed man. Agni, who is the supporter of mankind, stays among the supporters in the abode of the most excellent one in letting loose the path. Heartbeat only keeps the body limbs alive and active. 7 limbs could be 5 sense organs, the mind and ahambhava. Who becomes a slave to any one of them, he meets with his destruction on that account itself. Panchadibhi panchabhireva pancha. Viveka Chudamani. Most excellent one is Atma. Asascha, Asaccha, Satcha, Parame, Vyoman. Last stroke in the Sutta 10.5.7. Agni Atma is not existing and also existing in the supreme abode or mansion. He is standing by the side of Aditi, Mother Nature, in the birth of energy. He is firstborn before us and before the appearance of moving objects of nature. Both seed-giving bull and the Mirish cows get energy from this Agni only. Meaning of this: Agni in the heart space subserves Atma and has no independent existence. Agni provides all the energy required in nature, which is otherwise inert. Here Agni represents the soul of energy, moving objects, living or non-living, get energy from him. So Agni should have appeared before luminous and moving bodies. Agni makes no distinction between males and females. Mandalam 10, Ashtagam 7, Chapter 6, Suktam 6, Truta, Rishi, Krita, Atya, Devata Agni, Chandas Trushto. Ayam sa yasya Sharman Navobhi. 10.6.1. The soul of Agni is shining brightly in his protection. A praiser of Agni prospers with protections. He roams about encompassed by the most excellent splendor of the constantly moving luminous bodies in the space. That Agni's splendors encompass the splendors of all luminous bodies. Yo Bhanubhir Vibhava. 10.6.2. Observer of Vrita, Agni Atma, is shining with brilliant splendors. For his friends, unafflicted like a racehorse, he flies quickly to them with his friends. Isheyo Vishwasya Devavite Rishe. 10.6.3. Agni is the master of all divisions or distributions of wealth among the shining beings and is the lord of all living, movable creatures. Persons with chariots, unhurt by enemy powers, fix their mental oblations in that Agni. Comment. Persons who move fast unobstructed by evil thoughts meditate on Agni to gain self-knowledge. Shushebhir Rudho Jushano. 10.6.4. Strengthened by Juhu, the sacrificial ladle, with power-giving oblations and getting delighted by the praises, quickly moving Agni goes towards shining beings. That charming offerer of oblations, praiseworthy universal mingler Agni, feeds shining beings. Agni is the bearer of oblation, implied meaning, Agni is the bearer of oblations to shining beings. This point is being brought out by the Rig. Tamusramindram na Vejamanam Agnim. 10.6.5. O friends, wise men with their minds praise that personified energy Agni, who is the invoker of overcomers of enemies and is knower of all born beings. You may grow that bright and shining Agni, who is like Indra, with praises and salutations. First part of the Rig needs no explanation. Seer of the Suktam is asking his friends to kindle Agni, who is like Indra, with praises and salutations, since wise men meditate on him for knowing the truth. Sam yasmin vishva vasuni Jagbhut. 10.6.6. O Agni, in you all kinds of wealth arrive at their own accord, like racing horses moving with high speed in battle. That you make those protections, which are much desired by Indra, face towards us. Agni supplies necessary energy to Indra for all his activities. May he give this to the sacrificers for their activities also. Last book of the Sukta 10.6.7. Adha Hyagne Mahna Nishadya Sadyo. Moreover, O Agni Atma, as soon as you are born with your greatness, sitting in your place, you become sacrifice worthy. Enlightened souls or shining beings approach you according to your desire. Then those most excellent ones, protected by you, prosper. The whole universe prospers because of Agni, the soul of energy. This is the gist of the work. With this, we conclude today's session. Viramastavat.